चलिए
Okay, I think it's time that we start the webinar. So, can I get a thumbs up if I am audible? Just to make sure. Sure. Okay. Thank you. So, hello, welcome all IMDs, my fellow IMDs, to this wonderful webinar that we've arranged. So, IMD Council presents another amazing webinar for USMLE. And today, the speaker for the session is Kishan, who has currently cracked USMLE Step 1. And he'll be the one guiding us through the flow of USMLE, what to expect, what are the resources, and a lot of different things. So I will now give the stage to Kishan so that he can take over and show us. Thank you. I would encourage you to turn on your video so that the session is more lively, so that it is more interactive. The session is going to be really fun, guys. So please turn on your video if you're comfortable with it.
Hello everyone, good evening. Am I audible? Hello, am I
Yes.
audible? Is my voice coming double or is it okay?
A little bit of double voice we can hear, but it's all right.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'll check it. Is it okay now?
Yes, all right, fine.
Voice clear? Is it clear? Is it too low? Is it too loud?
It's perfect. You can start. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So good evening, everyone. My name is Kishan Davda. I am in my final year. I am an FMG from India, and I am pursuing my MBBS from China, from Guangzhou Medical University. Recently, I passed my USMLE Step 1 in the fourth year itself. And being an FMG, it's a great task, and it's a very big thing to achieve that. Chittis is okay, right? Voice is okay, right?
Yes, yes, the voice is fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So that's all about my introduction. I had a dream to pursue my PG post graduation in medicine from US, and I had dreamt of it from the very first year itself. But as we were in China, so the curriculum is different from that of India. All right. So based on that, I decided to give it in my final year. But but by entering second and third year, I talked to many of my friends who were in India. So they suggested me why to wait for the final year. You should just go right now because the step one consists of first year and second year subjects. So why to wait for the final year? All right. So based on that, I will briefly introduce about the USMLE exams to you. What actually USMLE is, how it is, when you should attempt, how it is different from NEET PG, all those stuff. All right. So USMLE. First basic thing. The full form for USMLE is United States Medical License Examination. I'm sorry. Yeah. United States Medical License Examination.
Is there something else? It is something else.
Yeah, any doubt? Okay. The United States Medical License Examination is what USMLE is all about. So this exam is for those who want to pursue MBBS want to pursue their PG in medicine from United States. Okay. So when you should give this, when you should give USMLE, and when like you should decide, like I should go for USMLE right now if I want to pursue it from US. Okay. You can only pursue the step one, like you can only decide to give step one after you finish second year of your med school. Okay, second year of your med school means you have finished anat, physio, biochem, patho, pharma, micro, and sometimes PSM that involves epidemiology and biostatistics. Okay, along with that minor subjects like cell biology, histology, and all those stuff. So you need to finish all those subjects. Can everyone please mute? All right. So that's what I was saying. You can only pursue this after the second year of your med school. Like all the basic subjects, you need to be clear out before you apply for step one. Before that, you can't apply for step one. The ECFMG, that is the registration council. Coming to ECFMG. ECFMG is the registration council for IMGs. Registration council for IMGs. IMGs means international medical graduate. You all are international medical graduate. I am international medical graduate. The people studying in India are international medical graduate for those in United States. Okay. So briefly, I will introduce what is USMLE, what is like why USMLE and when USMLE. USMLE is the exam if you want to pursue a master's in medicine from United States. Second, when you should when you should apply for USMLE step 1 is after you finish your second year of your med school. Coming to third, why I selected USMLE. To be honest, you all know the NMC, like how the NMC likes to play with us. So we don't have any assurity of our future. So based on that, the US, the UK, all those countries have provided us with the opportunities to work there, to have a better lifestyle than in India. Okay, so this is the reason why I am going to US for better lifestyle, job security, and of course the high payment. All right. Now coming to your situation, you all are in Philippines. You are in the Dawa Medical School, but in Philippines there has been a problem. You should make sure that if you want to apply for USMLE, your school should be registered in the World Directory of Medical School. World Directory of Medical School, that is known as BDOMS, World Directory of Medical School. Okay, World Directory of Medical School. But now, as far I have heard from the 2024 policy of ECFMG, instead of WDOMS, they will only consider the students from the university that are WFME registered. Okay, first it was WDOMS and now it is WFME. Both are World Federation of Medical Schools. Okay, you have nothing to do with them. You just need to make sure that the university is registered with them. So now the question arises. The schools in Philippines, they are not registered with WFME. As I have researched with many people, like many students, many professors in US, they have said that Philippines, the medical school board, that is PASCU, that is the Federation of Medical Schools in Philippines, they have not been accredited by the WFME. Okay, they are present in WDOMS. They are present in WDOMS, but they have not been accredited by WFME. So the problem arises if you plan to give USMLE after 2024, you won't be eligible for this. Okay, so those who are in the first year, second year, third year, even in the final year in this college, in Dawa Medical School, if your future plan anytime is to go for US to pursue masters in US, and if you plan to give USMLE anytime in the future, I would hardly recommend you, I would strongly recommend you to at least register with the ECFMG right now, because your school is listed in WDOMS. Your school is mentioned in WDOMS, but it is not mentioned in WFME. Okay, so to summarize once again, WDOMS, WFME. Mostly your school should be registered with WDOMS. But your school should be registered with WFME from 2024. Okay, so if you apply for any steps, or if you just register with the ECFMG right now, no matter that your school is registered with WFME, no matter like they are not being registered, no matter, you will be able to do masters in US if you do it before 2024. Okay, but if you decide to give step exams or go for USMLE after 2024, and if your university is not registered with WFME, then I'm sorry, you can't appear for step exam, and neither you can go for masters in US. Okay, so this is one of the important points to look out for, because you are in Philippines and most students pursuing MBBS from Philippines are facing this problem. So this is a highlight. So make sure you talk to your university representative, you talk to your dean, about this process, WFME and WDOMS. Okay. Yeah. So this was all about the USMLE basic idea, the why the Philippines people face more problem in registration process, and when you should appear for. Is it okay now? I don't know what's the problem.
It is echoing actually.
Just a minute, I'll check again.
Just a minute, I'll check again. Just a minute, I'll check again. Just a minute, I'll check again.
Hello, now is it okay?
Yes, it's better.
Yes, it's better.
All right. Came again. Wait, just give me a minute. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Is it okay, echoing now?
No, it's actually better now. You can carry on.
All right. So where was I regarding the registration process for students in Philippines? Okay. So WDOMS, your school is registered right now in WDOMS. So if you want, if you are planning next year before 2024, you can straight away go for registration right now. And after 2024, it should be WFME registered. Okay. Now, idea about USMLE. How many steps? So there are total 3 steps. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. Now I'll briefly describe what these steps include. Step 1, it includes all subjects from first year and second year. Okay, from first year and second year, all the subjects will be included in the step 1. Apart from this, they will also include psychiatry. Psychiatry is mostly taught in the final year in most universities. So psychiatry is also included. Some aspects of radiology is also included. Okay, so all these subjects and all these parts are covered in USMLE step 1 exam. Okay, now I will talk about the cost of step 1 exam. The cost of step 1 exam is around 90,000 INR. 90,000 INR. Just the step 1 examination cost. This cost includes your center, examination center, and taxes and everything. Okay, so 90,000 INR is the cost of USMLE step 1 exam. So, repeating step 1, all subjects in the first and second year, anat, histo, embryo, biochem, then patho, pharma, physio, micro, PSM. Okay, all these subjects will be included in the step 1. Coming to the step 2. In step 2, your entire MBBS portion will be tested. Entire MBBS portion. Okay, all the 19 subjects or 20 subjects, how many subjects are there in your curriculum? All the subjects will be tested on step 2 USMLE examination. Okay, again, the cost here is 90,000 INR. All right, step 1 separately, step 2 separately. Now coming to step 3. Step 3, entire MBBS plus it will include some work experience. Okay, it will include some work experience. The cost is little bit higher, but you don't need to worry about this right now. Okay, so your main focus should be step 1 and step 2. Okay, so what you need to do in order to get seat in US? So you will need to pass step 1, you will need to pass step 2 with a good score. Okay. Step 2 total marks is 300. You should at least get 240 out of 300 in order to assure that you have high chances of getting selected. Okay. You should have step 1. You should have passed step 1. You should pass step 2 with a good score. Along with that, you need to do USCE. What is USCE now? USCE is United States Clinical Exposure. Okay, United States Clinical Exposure. What is the importance of USCE? It means you have to go to US for 3 to 4 months and do observership or clinical rotation. Okay, this is very, very important. And why this is important is because at the end of every rotation or at the end of every observership, you will receive letter of recommendation. Letter of recommendation, that a short form is known as LOR. So letter of recommendation and LORs are used for interview. Okay, so I'm not going into detail there right now. I'm going into detail here. In order to get seat in US at this level, you should clear step 1. You should clear step 2 with a good score. Average score should be 240, about 300. Third thing, you should do done with the USCE, that is United States Clinical Exposure. What is United States Clinical Exposure is? You go to US for 3 to 4 months, do observership or clinical rotations, and collect all the LORs. 3 to 4 LORs are must. Okay, so this is the basic process about getting seat in US. After you are done with USC, you should focus on your CV. CV, what is CV? CV is something that you like include all your achievements on a document and you show that to the interviewer so that they will be impressed by your achievement. Okay. All right. So that is what known as CV. You should focus on your CV. So what does good CV include? LORs from USCE, step 1 and step 2 result. Along with that, if you have published any research paper, even that will be included. Okay. Apart from this, if you have done any volunteering job can be anything like participating in health camp. Okay. Participating in health camp, doing anyone, like if you are staying close to beach, then it will be beach cleaning, anything, something like that. So volunteering job includes all those, participating in health camps and beach cleaning and everything. And at last, you should be having an ECFMG certificate. Okay, ECFMG certificate. ECFMG certificate means you have to show all your details to ECFMG, that is the registration board, and based on that, you will receive the certification. And after that, you can apply. After that, you can apply for program. Okay, so this is what the entire USMLE process is before you get the selection, before you get the dream branch in US. I'll repeat again in short and I'll summarize it. Step 1, you need to pass. Step 2, you need to pass with a great score, around 240 out of 300. Then you need to do USP, that is United States Clinical Exposure. You need to collect LOR, at least 3 to 4 LORs are must. Then you should focus on your CV. What is CV? It is a document that you show to the interviewers for job. So if you have a good CV, in order to have a good CV, you should have LOR from USC. Then you should have step 1 and step 2 results. if you have done any research paper, if you have published any research paper, you will need a copy of that. You will need to show the certificate from the volunteering job, and you should have ECFMG certificate. That is, you need to show all the details to the ECFMG and they will send you a certificate. Only after you get the certificate, you should apply for the program. So this is a very lengthy process and very expensive process. The estimated cost of USMLE journey, estimated cost of USMLE journey, we can say 15 to 20 lakhs INR. Okay, this is an estimated cost. You don't have to pay at a time. You have to pay it at over a span of 4 to 5 years. Okay, so that was all about USMLE. I told you what are the subjects, when to give, why to give, and what is the entire process to apply for your medical seat in US. Okay, now let's move forward. Now the main question arises, what are the resources? Like, can you just use your standard books and go and give the exam? It is not possible. Okay, so there are a list of few resources that I will tell you. Board and beyond. You must have heard about it. Everyone must have heard about it. That is boards and beyond. Second, sketchy medical. Sketchy medical is mostly for microbiology. Okay, sketchy medical. Coming to third, pathoma. Pathoma is just for general pathology. Okay, so boards and beyond, sketchy medical, and pathoma. Apart from this, if you want extra, you can use physio. Physio for biochemistry. And using all these resources, you have one book that is known as Bible of USMLE, and that the name is First Aid Book. First Aid Book. See, this is what First Aid Book looks like. This is what First Aid Book looks like. Okay, it is totally torn and totally used, totally annotated and everything. So you should be thorough with this book at before giving the USMLE step 1. Okay, these are the resources that you can use for your exam, and there are some Q banks that are required. UWorld, embossed Q bank, and USMLE RX. UWorld is the mandatory. You need to buy it, and UWorld is very, very, very expensive. So you need to think, you need to be prepared. Only then you can solve UWorld. Okay, the 6-month plan for UWorld is about 30,000 INR. Don't worry, I have included the 30,000 INR in the entire 15 to 20 lakhs package of the USMLE. Okay, so that's all about the resources. So summarizing, I told you about the USMLE. What is USMLE? I told you how the students in Philippines will be facing problem after 2024. Then I told you how to prepare. Then I told you when to prepare. Then I told you why to prepare. And these are the resources. Okay. So coming to the last part, coming to the last focus of our today's webinar, the motivation for USMLE. Motivation. See, as I've heard, in Philippines there are 4.5-year course, 5-year course. So it becomes difficult for you guys to find out time for USMLE. Okay, because you are so involved in your own course, you are involved in your exam, university exam, so it becomes difficult. I understand that. But if you are not able to do it during your college years, you can always do it after you graduate. Okay, you definitely, if you want to do masters, you will be going for NEET PG. And we all know the NEET PG seats are not up to the mark based on the number of people applying for the exam. So instead of doing NEET PG, you can also try for USMLE. Okay, that's the only issue. And the motivation that you need is, if you are paying more, then you have to do it no matter what. This is the only motivation I can tell you. If you are paying lots of money, if you are investing lots of money, then definitely you have to do it. You don't have any option. Okay. So this was all about the USMLE, what, why, when, how to prepare, resources, and motivation. One more thing I'll repeat just about the Philippines, WDOMS and WFME. We should make sure about this. So suggestion from my side, it will be you at least get registered for ECFMG before 2024. Okay, at least get registered. You want to give exam, you don't want to give exam, it's your decision. You can do it after you graduate also. Just get registered before 2024. If you get registered before 2024 now, then no problem will come to you. Okay, no matter whether your school is accredited with WFME or WDOMS. But if you do after 2024, then your school should be accredited by WFME, or else you won't be able to give USMLE. Okay, this is my suggestion. Register it before 2024, and then you can do it later on whenever you want to give. Yeah, and ECFMG registration will cost you 10,000 INR. Okay, it will cost you 10,000 INR, and it will, this registration will be for, I think it is for lifetime, at least for 10 to 15 years it will be there. And you will be like, definitely you will be graduating in 3 to 4 years, and then you will definitely go for USMLE if you are planning to. Okay, so ECFMG registration is just simple. So I will come to the questions in the end. I will look out to the questions in the end. Before that, I will just like to wind up the see all those, what is USMLE, what subject to study for USMLE, when to like you can only give it after you have finished your second year. Okay, then what is the process involved, how many exams are there, then what you should do in order to follow the process. Step 1, step 2, USCE, get the letter of recommendation, build up a strong CV, do as many activities as possible, like volunteering activities, research publications, and everything. Okay, and then get yourself certified by the ECFMG. You need to send the documents, you need the signature of a dean, everything else will be required, that you will get on the site of ECFMG what all documents are required, and then you just need to mail them ECFMG. Within 1 to 2 weeks you will get the certification, and after that you can apply for your program. Okay, one thing I forgot over here, apply for program, you can apply to 100 programs at a time. Okay, you can apply to 100 programs. Okay, and after applying for 100 programs, if your CV is good, if your score is good, you might get interview calls. You might get 7 to 8 interview calls. So you are seeing, even after like sending applications to 100 programs, you will just be getting 7 to 8 interview calls. Okay, so competition is there also, but it will depend on your capability, not just the rank. Okay, and see, applying for the programs will cost you around 2 to 3 lakhs INR, and I have included this cost in the 15 to 20 lakhs also. Okay, so whatever the cost you will be doing, whatever the money you will be spending over here, I have applied it in the 15 to 20 lakhs INR. Total amount I have applied it. Okay, so all these are the stuff that you need to keep in mind if you are planning for USMLE from the second year itself. Have talked with the family regarding the finance thing, because after all they will be helping you with the finance since we all are students. Okay, and the resources that I have told you. One more thing, in the 15 to 20 lakhs INR, I haven't included the resources cost. All these resources will be freely available on Telegram. Don't buy the resources. Save as much as possible. Don't buy the resource. Only you will need to buy it because it's a Q bank. Okay. So this is all about Q bank, the resources and the motivation, as I am telling you. If you are paying much more, if you are investing much more, it's your duty that you get it done. Okay, you are investing your parents' money, so you don't have any option. All right. So that's it from my side. So Kshitij, I think that's it from my side. So can we move on to Q&A section, or you want to discuss something else?
Yeah, sure. I think we can move to Q&A. I'll just unmute the microphone so that the interested people can ask questions.
Yeah, first I will respond to the questions in the group chat, and then we can go with it. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm really sorry. I like my voice is echoing. I don't know what's the problem here. It never happened before. It just happened today. So I'm really sorry if the voice is echoing. Do we need to pay any amount for the ECFMG registration? Yes, I told you 10,000 rupees will be there, and all the payments will be done through PayPal or credit card. Okay. Can you please explain about the ECFMG registration? ECFMG registration is just a simple thing. You will be going to the ECFMG site, and there you will be filling the form for registration. It's just your basic details, passport details, and your residence, and all the general details they will be asking you. Okay. You just need to fill the form. You just need to pay the amount, and after that there will be notarization. They will guide you. They will mail you everything what you need to do. Can you please tell us the process for it? Yeah, it's the same thing. Go to the ECFMG site and make your account. Like you need to fill the form. You will be getting ID and everything all that. So you will follow it. Once you go to the ECFMG site, you will follow it. If we got past step 1, then when we should give step 2? It depends on you. See, I passed my step 1 in my 4th year. I am currently in my final year, and I will be giving after my internship. Okay, so it completely depends on you. Okay, it's not necessary you have to finish within this time. No, completely depends on you. Hi, I have one doubt. Once we complete MCI exam, after that only we can take USMLE. No, 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 no. There is no relation for MCI to USMLE. Okay, you can give USMLE in your 3rd year itself or 4th year itself before MCI. Okay, I have given it before MCI. I am in my 4th year and I gave a USMLE step 1. Okay. What if we don't complete our 2nd year before 2024? Can we still register? Yes, yes, you can definitely register. Okay, you can definitely register. No problem will come to you because you have registered before 2024 law. So you will be going according to the old procedure only. It is for those who are registering after 2024. Can you please explain ECFMG more? ECFMG is just like NMC. NMC for India, ECFMG for international graduates. If we pass in step 1 and fail in step, then we can. If we pass in step 1, no. If you pass in step 1 and fail in step 2, okay, then you just have to give step 2 again. You don't have to give step 1 again. Okay. Is IELTS OET required to clear before we take step 1 and step 2? No. No IELTS, no OET, nothing. Along with the step 2, you will be giving one English exam, that is OET. Okay. Can you please tell me how much amount is required for step 3? Required for step 3, it will be around 1 lakh only, but the exam is divided into 2 days. Okay, so it's a completely different exam. You have to give it after you get selected. You don't have to focus on step 3 right now. Once you go to US, once you are selected, once you start your residency or post-graduation, after that you will be giving step 3. So don't focus on step 3 right now. I have given you the total amount, 15 to 20 lakhs. How many attempts are there for USMLE? If you fail one, you will be given 3 attempts. Okay. But if you pass, for example, in step 2, as I told, 240 is required for good score. But if you score 210, 215, you are passed, but your score is low. Then you can't give the exam for next 7 years. If you fail, you can give it anytime, within 2 months. Okay. Is it compulsory to give step 2 after completion of MBBS? No, not at all compulsory. You can, if you are giving step 1 in 3rd year, you can definitely give in the 4th year. How much score is required in step 1? Step 1 is pass fail. Out of 300, the passing score is 196. So if you score even 197, you are passed. In the report, they will show the pass. They won't show the score. Do we have to finish our second year before registration of ECFMG? I don't think so. Like, you can wait also. You can. It's not an issue. You can register now also. Okay, you can register now also. Not to worry about that. But it will be better once you start the second year. Okay, so you can register yourself in 2023 ending. Just do it before 2024. Do we need to pay for every attempt? Of course, you need to pay for every attempt. Will it be a problem if we didn't pass in NMAT for applying USMLE? NMAT, nothing is related to NMAT. Nothing is there for NMAT relation to USMLE. I haven't given anything related to NMAT. NMAT is not at all. USMLE step 1 is online or offline? Obviously, all exams will be online, man. It will be like NEET. Oh, sorry, not NEET. AIMS and JIPMER exams that you are giving. When we go to US for 3-4 months, can you tell me more about that? It is just about observership and clinical rotation. You will have to go for observership and clinical rotation. Okay. So you have to apply to the courses, and you need to mail every university in US, or you can apply to the agency. They will guide you everywhere. What if we appear for step 2 after 2024? Doesn't matter. If you apply for step 1 before 2024 and for step 2 after 2024, you will be in no problem. Can you share the resources from Telegram? Yes, I can. You can even follow me on my Instagram channel. It goes by the name Know Your Doc. Okay, this is my channel name. You can easily go to this, and I'll share you there. Do we have to do internships in US to apply for step 3? No internship. Will I have to re-register if I fail step 1? No, you won't have to re-register for USMLE, but you have to fill the application for step 1. Okay, so it means you are basically registered. You are just applying for exam. After what step can we apply to visa? I would suggest do it before applying any step, because the visa dates are really not like, I applied now and I got date in 2024 March. Okay, there is so much delay in the visa process. When you started studying for step 1, I did it in my 3rd year itself. How many attempts can we give for USMLE? I told you 3 attempts. If you fail, that's it. So I think I have answered all the questions. All the cost of 3 to 4 months rotation. Yes, it is also included in 15 to 20 lakhs. Visa is B1, B2 category. Can you repeat 7 years thing what you told? Can everyone please mute? All right. How much months are? Can you repeat 7 years thing? Just a minute.
You are mute, I guess.
All right. I'm audible now? Okay.
Yes.
So what I was trying to say is, as I told you, the step 1 is totally pass fail. Okay. But step 2 is mark system. So in step 2, the passing is 214. But I told you, the good score is 240. So if you score 220, okay, I am talking about the middle score, 220. Then you can't apply for exam again for next 7 years, because you have already passed. For those who have failed, they can give 3 times in any span of time. Okay. Is USMLE conducted any particular time in a year? No, it is conducted 365 days a year. You can select your own date. Should we change our B1 visa to some other visa after going to US? No, you don't have to do anything. Once you get selected into your program, the university will change you to work visa. We didn't have taken MCI exam in India. Then after completion of our master's in US, no, you have to give MCI here if you want to practice in India. The problem is those who go to US, they don't come back to India. So that's not an issue for them. If you plan on practicing in India, you should give MCI and then you can apply for the programs and everything. Months required for step 1. On an average, 6 to 8 months are required. And also what you mentioned of 100 programs. 100 programs is, for example, you want to go for internal medicine. Okay. So there will be a list of hospitals, list of programs where you want to work in. You need to apply in every one of them. And then you need to wait for the interview. Okay. If they like your CV, if they like your score, they will mail you for interview. They will call for interview. It can be virtual or you have to go to US. It can be anything. How much? Okay. And also what you mentioned, okay. Is the visa cost included in 15? Yes, it is included. Can you please tell me when to apply for registration, when to give step 1? I've already told you, after second year, after you are prepared studying, after you are done studying, you can go. To get a recommendation paper, clinical rotation and observership. At the end of every clinical rotation, you will get that from the US hospital. You don't have to do anything. So I think we are done with the question. It is now, how can we proceed?
Yeah, thank you so much for answering all the questions patiently. And I appreciate all the participants for asking their questions. At the same time, thank you for informing about the crucial thing about the 2024 ECFMG guidelines. So now that we know about it, we will go and discuss and make sure that we do something about it. So I think
Yeah,
that will be
because
the end of session. Yes, you have
yeah,
anything
but
to add?
do make yeah, I would just say do make sure that the I think the Philippines School Association is known as FASTU. Okay, so ask your dean to make contact with them and start the accreditation process for WFME. Okay, because if you apply now for ECFMG registration, it's okay. You won't face any problem. But for those students after 2024, it will be a problem. And Philippines and India both are in the problem. So India has already started the process. I have no idea about Philippines. So you should contact your dean for that.
Sure. Okay. So it was really informative. Thank you so much, Kishan, for spending your valuable time here. So with this, let's conclude this session. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
All right. If you have any doubt, you can follow me on Instagram. It is my med account, Doc, and I will reply to all the queries over there. Thank you, Kshitij, and thank you, Dawa Medical School community, for organizing this webinar. Thank you very much.
Kishan, I had one doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me, Arfan, from this. I'm from Section A, basically. I just wanted to ask one doubt is for this, what is that? ECFMG, right? Yeah. So ECFMG doesn't require any criteria that you are starting in second year or you are starting in first year?
No. Like they will ask you, you have finished your basic course, basic subject. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I told you. If you come in, like you apply for ECFMG registration, then you are in the second year. So that you can show that I will complete this, and you just have to select yes, I have completed all the subjects. Okay, they won't ask you anything about that. So don't do it in the first year itself. Do it in the second year. And if you think like you will come in second year after 2024, then the only thing that you can do is contact your dean and ask them to accelerate the process and ask them to get registered with WFME as fast as possible.
So we don't need to show any kind of proof that we are studying in first year or second year, right? For the ECFMG registration.
No, you don't have to show any proof. But to be on a safer
Okay.
side, do it when you are there in the second year. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Kishan.